Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. After months of speculation, the pair are calling it quits. The singer filing for divorce after 2 years of marriage, exactly 2 years of marriage.
And of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally.
Jennifer Lopez, a name synonymous with glamour, talent, and Hollywood royalty, has unexpectedly found herself indirectly swept into one of the most shocking scandals to rock the music industry in years. It's a story that mingles the glittering world of celebrity with deeply troubling allegations. And while Lopez herself is not accused of any wrongdoing, her past relationship with Teen Diddy, Combs and her potential proximity to events now under scrutiny have placed her in an uncomfortably bright spotlight.
Yeah, but so there's still, it's crazy too because there's still more happening in court. Everything is still active even though we're not hearing about it as much anymore. And the people may be fatigued like we talked about prior to.
Picture this. It's the year 2000. The MTV Video Music Awards are in full swing and the who's who of the entertainment world have gathered to celebrate music's biggest night. Jennifer Lopez, then dating Teen Diddy Combs, was at the height of her early stardom. Her relationship with Combs was one of the most talked about in Hollywood, a pairing that constantly drew attention for its mix of fiery passion and drama. But beneath the surface of the glitz and glamour, a darker narrative was quietly unfolding, one that wouldn't fully emerge until decades later.
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right?
Fast forward to 2024, and a resurfaced photo from that very night has ignited a media firestorm. The image, allegedly taken just hours before the events detailed in a recent lawsuit, shows Jennifer Lopez in a tense, heated argument with Combs. The photo has been widely circulated, and while it's crucial to note there's no evidence or suggestion that Lopez was involved in or aware of any criminal activity, her visible presence at the party has raised questions about what she may or may not know about the evening in question. Lopez, who has long since moved on from her relationship with Combs, now finds herself inadvertently drawn back into his orbit due to the resurfacing of this controversial snapshot.
Respect to the evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right? More than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress.
The lawsuit, filed by an anonymous plaintiff referred to as Jane Doe, claims that Combs and another music icon, Sean Jay-Z Carter, were involved in an incident that allegedly occurred at an after-party following the awards show. According to the complaint, the plaintiff, who was a minor at the time, was approached by Combs' limousine driver outside Radio City Music Hall, where the awards show had taken place. She was reportedly invited to an exclusive party, described as a gathering of music industry elites, a chance for her to mingle with the stars she idolized. What was supposed to be a night of excitement and awe soon took a harrowing turn. The lawsuit alleges that after being offered a drink at the party, the plaintiff began feeling disoriented and later found herself in a private room with Combs, Jay-Z, and an unnamed female celebrity. It was in this room, the lawsuit claims, that unimaginable events unfolded.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
While the details outlined in the lawsuit are deeply unsettling, Jay-Z has vehemently denied the allegations. In a strongly worded statement, the music mogul called the claims heinous and accused the plaintiff's lawyer of attempting to extort him. He even went so far as to challenge the attorney to file criminal charges if the accusations were legitimate, insisting that such serious claims should be pursued in a criminal court rather than a civil lawsuit. "I will not give you one penny," his statement declared, underscoring his determination to fight the allegations and clear his name.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men.
As this legal battle unfolds, Jennifer Lopez's connection to the story has become a focal point due to her presence at the party and her turbulent relationship with Combs at the time. The resurfaced photo, taken at New York's Lotus nightclub during an after-party, shows Lopez dressed in a vibrant mini dress standing alongside her sister Linda. In the image, she appears visibly upset, reportedly following an argument with Combs. Witnesses at the club have described the tension between the pair that night, with some speculating that their altercation might have been over Combs' behavior at the party. These rumors, though unsubstantiated, have only added fuel to the media frenzy surrounding Lopez's involvement, or lack thereof, in the events of that evening.
It sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
It's worth noting that Lopez's relationship with Combs was notorious for its highs and lows. The couple, who dated from 1999 to 2001, were often seen as the ultimate power duo, combining Lopez's rising star in Hollywood with Combs' dominance in the music industry. However, their romance was far from picture perfect. Lopez has previously spoken about the turbulence of their time together, describing it as an emotionally draining period of her life. In interviews following their breakup, she admitted to feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of their relationship and the constant scrutiny they faced from the media. "I was crying crazy, going nuts," she once said, reflecting on the emotional toll of their time together.
If they did in fact occur, their argument is more than likely going to be that this activity was consensual, that this person was a willing participant, and not only that, but that these individuals assumed the risk of being present at those parties, of engaging and voluntarily engaging in the sexual conduct and being in those spaces, consuming alcohol and things of that nature.
Their relationship came to a dramatic head in 1999 when the pair were involved in a highly publicized legal incident. The two were arrested following a nightclub shooting in Manhattan, an event that made headlines around the world. Though Lopez was quickly cleared of any wrongdoing, the ordeal marked a turning point in their relationship. She ended things with Combs shortly afterward, citing the constant drama and chaos as reasons for their split. Looking back on that time, Lopez has said that she felt it was a bad situation and that walking away was the best decision for her own well-being. Now, more than 2 decades later, Lopez's name is being tied to Combs once again, this time in the context of a legal saga that has captivated the public's attention. While Lopez has remained silent on the matter so far, the resurfaced photo and the allegations against Combs and Jay-Z have sparked speculation about whether she might eventually be called upon to share what she knows about that fateful night. Legal experts have noted that while Lopez is not named in the lawsuit and is not accused of any wrongdoing, her presence at the party could make her a person of interest in the ongoing investigation. If she were to be subpoenaed, her testimony could potentially shed light on the events leading up to the alleged incident.
Diddy is now being sued in addition to what we just talked about by Dawn Richards. You guys will remember her. She was a part of Making the Band.
Dirty Money.
Dirty Money, the Danny Kane era. So basically what she is alleging, she's alleging a lot of different things too.
Adding to the intrigue is the fact that the lawsuit also mentions a third celebrity, described as a woman who allegedly witnessed the events, but did not intervene. The identity of this individual remains a mystery, and speculation has run rampant about who it could be. While there is no evidence to suggest that Lopez is the unnamed female celebrity mentioned in the lawsuit, her proximity to the accused individuals and her presence at the party have fueled rumors and conspiracy theories. Some have even suggested that Lopez's argument with Combs that night could be connected to the incident described in the lawsuit, though there is no concrete evidence to support these claims.
Guys, we are lucky to have Precious Miora here, and she's been at the Diddy parties, and she's about to spill some secrets.
As the media continues to dissect every detail of this unfolding drama, it's clear that Bennifer Lopez is in an unenviable position. Despite her lack of direct involvement in the allegations, her past relationship with Combs and her presence at the party have made her a central figure in the public's imagination. For Lopez, who has spent years building a reputation as a beloved entertainer and businesswoman, this renewed association with Combs and the troubling allegations against him is undoubtedly unwelcome. Yet, as the legal proceedings move forward, it remains to be seen whether Lopez will choose to address the situation or maintain her silence. What complicates matters further is the context of the lawsuit itself. The allegations against Combs and Jay-Z are just one part of a broader narrative that has seen numerous women come forward with claims of misconduct against Combs in recent months. These allegations, which range from coercion to physical intimidation, have painted a troubling picture of the music mogul's behavior over the years. While Lopez has no connection to these additional allegations, her history with Combs has inevitably drawn her name into the mix, creating a complex web of associations that the media has been quick to exploit. For fans of Bennifer Lopez, this situation is a stark reminder of the ways in which past relationships can resurface in unexpected and unwelcome ways. While Lopez has worked hard to distance herself from the drama of her early years in the spotlight, her connection to Combs remains a part of her story, one that she may now be forced to revisit in the face of this new scandal. Whether she chooses to speak out or remain silent, one thing is clear. Jennifer Lopez's name will continue to be linked to this unfolding legal saga, whether she likes it or not.
Everyone keeps saying to me, like, how did you keep, why did you keep going? Why were you there? I'm like, it literally is around me. If I don't stay at home, this is the atmosphere I'm in. Like, I have no choice.
The question now is, what will Lopez's next move be? Will she break her silence and address the resurfaced photo and her connection to Combs, or will she stay out of the fray and focus on her own career and personal life? And perhaps most intriguingly, will the legal proceedings ultimately compel her to take a more active role in this story, whether she wants to or not? As the public awaits answers, one thing is certain, this is a story that is far from over.
And he is very, very dominant. Like, he wants to control the situation. He wants to control his inner circle. He wants to make everyone have a good time and enjoy his parties. And so, it is scary because you think, this person or possibly his social network or the people he's around could make or break your career.
As the story surrounding the resurfaced photo of Jennifer Lopez and her ex-boyfriend Diddy Combs continues to unfold, public's attention has shifted toward the broader legal and social implications of the allegations against Diddy and Jay-Z. At the heart of the storm lies a tangled web of lawsuits, accusations, and high-profile denials that have shaken the music industry to its core. And while Lopez has managed to stay relatively quiet amidst the chaos, the media and fans alike are left wondering if she'll eventually be forced to face the echoes of her past.
I don't know the consequences of what that could have been. So I didn't really talk about it. I should have gone to the police. I should have said something other than to my agent. I'm just thankful that there was somebody there. There was somebody at that party who helped me, because I could have ended up in a really bad situation.
With Diddy already embroiled in a mountain of legal trouble, the allegations tied to the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards after party have only added fuel to an already blazing fire. Over the past year, more than 100 claims have been filed against Diddy, ranging from misconduct to racketeering. Federal authorities have even charged the hip-hop mogul with an array of crimes, laying the groundwork for what promises to be one of the most highly publicized trials in years. And while Jennifer Lopez has no direct connection to these charges, her relationship with Diddy during one of the most controversial periods of his life has inevitably dragged her into the conversation.
Was using, allegedly, these events to invite them back to these private mansion parties and hotel parties and God knows what else. But he was utilizing the branded events to be able to, get the girls to come over to his private spaces. Allegedly.
The allegations against Diddy have painted a picture of a man who, for years, operated with impunity, shielded by his wealth and influence. From his lavish parties, often referred to as freak-offs, to his alleged control over those in his inner circle, the stories coming out now are as shocking as they are disturbing. Witnesses have described these infamous gatherings as events where anything and everything was on the table, often involving carefully orchestrated performances and questionable behavior. According to court documents, Diddy's team went to great lengths to ensure these events stayed out of the public eye, from confiscating phones to allegedly intimidating those who dared to speak out.
There is so many people involved in this situation that works the machine here, that, Diddy's obviously the head of the whole situation, the king of parties, but there is multiple other people involved that are helping along the situation or participating in some way.
What's even more alarming is the claim that some of these parties were documented on video. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Diddy had cameras strategically placed at his gatherings, capturing footage of attendees in compromising situations. These tapes, which allegedly include appearances by some of Hollywood's biggest names, have become the subject of intense speculation. Actor Daniel Baldwin, brother of Alec Baldwin, recently stirred the pot by claiming that there's a bidding war over these tapes, with high-profile individuals reportedly paying to keep their names out of the headlines. Baldwin's comments have only added to the intrigue, leaving many to wonder just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Look at Diddy, for instance. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at him. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at. He has videos. He has videos of the parties. Now, what I've heard, which I don't know how much of it is in mainstream media, I don't really follow the story that much, But what I've heard from friends that are attorneys, friends of mine that have represented me before, agents and so on, is there's a bidding war going on.
For Jennifer Lopez, this resurgence of attention on her former partner couldn't come at a worse time. The multi-hyphenate star has been busy promoting her latest film projects while navigating her own personal challenges, including her high-profile split from Ben Affleck earlier this year. Yet, despite her best efforts to stay focused on her career, the media has been relentless in connecting her to Diddy's growing list of scandals. The resurfaced photo of their argument at the Lotus nightclub has become a symbol of their tumultuous relationship, a reminder of a time when Lopez was often caught in the crossfire of Diddy's larger-than-life persona. It's important to remember that Lopez's relationship with Diddy wasn't just a tabloid spectacle. It was a roller coaster of passion, drama, and, at times, chaos. The two were frequently seen together at red carpet events. Their chemistry undeniable, but behind closed doors, things weren't always as glamorous as they seemed. Lopez has previously opened up about the emotional toll of their time together, describing it as a period when she often felt overwhelmed and out of control. While she has remained largely silent about the specifics of their relationship, insiders have hinted at the challenges she faced, from Diddy's lifestyle to his alleged infidelities.
Did you ever spend time with the guy? Did you ever meet Diddy?
I've met him before, yeah.
How was he?
Very nice guy, very smart. Super business, he's very successful.
One of the most infamous incidents when their time together occurred in December 1999, when Lopez and Diddy were arrested after a shooting at Club New York. While Lopez was quickly cleared of any involvement, the incident marked a turning point in their relationship. The stress of the legal battle, coupled with the constant media scrutiny, ultimately led Lopez to reevaluate her future with Diddy. By early 2001, the couple had called it quits, with Lopez later describing the relationship as emotionally exhausting. Looking back, it's clear that their time together was as much a learning experience for Lopez as it was a chapter she'd rather leave behind.
I'll tell you, I don't know how much, I don't like to say things that I know unless I see it. That there's a little difference, but was it discussed? Was there descriptions from people I know that were at those? Yes, but here's another thing. So how many of these big entertainment parties and over the years and everything, with as successful as you are, have you been around? Does anyone ever come up to you at a certain hour and say, okay, it's time to go? At those parties, they did.
But Lopez isn't the only one feeling the ripple effects of this scandal. Jay-Z, who has been named as a co-defendant in the lawsuit, has vigorously denied the allegations, calling them baseless. In a fiery statement released earlier this year, the rapper and business mogul accused the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, of attempting to extort him. Jay-Z's legal team has argued that the claims are not only false, but also part of a larger pattern of opportunistic lawsuits targeting high-profile figures. Despite his denials, the lawsuit has cast a shadow over Jay-Z's otherwise stellar reputation, raising questions about his past and the company he kept during his rise to fame. What makes this case even more complicated is the involvement of an unnamed female celebrity, described in the lawsuit as someone who allegedly witnessed the events but did not intervene. This revelation has sparked a whirlwind of speculation, with fans and media outlets alike trying to guess the identity of this mystery figure. While there's no indication that Lopez is the person in question, her proximity to the accused individuals has made her a popular subject of speculation. The lawsuit's lack of clarity on this point has only fueled the rumor mill, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and intrigue.
Sure, I don't buy for a minute that he's going to prison without getting out of here somewhere and stashing $2 billion or whatever. I think he has that kind of power, meaning Sean himself. But remember, it goes a lot deeper than that.
As the legal proceedings move forward, the stakes couldn't be higher for those involved. For Diddy, the allegations represent a potentially career-ending crisis, one that could dismantle the empire he's spent decades building. For Jay-Z, the lawsuit threatens to tarnish his legacy as one of the most successful and respected figures in music. And for Jennifer Lopez, the resurfacing of her connection to Diddy serves as a stark reminder of how the past can resurface in unexpected and unwelcome ways.
Do you think LeBron James is the only one that has an interest in whether his career is destroyed? No, Nike has an interest. No, certain apparel companies have interests. No, many other people that are involved in huge businesses that are part owners of giant conglomerate companies have an interest in that. So Shaquille O'Neal owns most of JCPenney's. But you're talking about companies that if it comes out, so they might be the one that says they'd pay $25 million for that.
Despite the challenges ahead, Lopez has remained focused on her work, continuing to promote her latest projects and maintain her status as one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Yet, as the media continues to dig into her past, it's clear that the story of her relationship with Diddy is far from over. Whether she chooses to address the resurfaced photo and the allegations against her ex-boyfriend remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the public's fascination with this story isn't going away anytime soon. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation is the role of the media in shaping public perception. Over the years, Diddy had cultivated an image as a larger-than-life figure, a man who could throw the most extravagant parties and still command respect as a savvy businessman. But as these lawsuits pile up, that carefully crafted persona is beginning to crumble. The media has been relentless in its coverage of the allegations, with every new detail adding to the growing narrative of a man whose power and privilege may have shielded him from accountability for far too long.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
In the midst of this media frenzy, Jennifer Lopez finds herself in an unenviable position. As someone who has worked tirelessly to build brand based on talent, hard work, and resilience, the last thing she needs is to be dragged into a scandal that has nothing to do with her own actions. Yet, the public's appetite for drama and controversy has made it nearly impossible for her to avoid being connected to this story. Whether it's the resurfaced photo or her past relationship with Diddy, Lopez's name continues to be linked to the allegations, even though she has done nothing to warrant such scrutiny. As this story continues to unfold, we can't help but wonder, how much did Jennifer Lopez really know about what happened that night? And will she ever speak out about her experiences with seeing Diddy Combs? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity news and updates. Until next time,